I'm a fashion lover, store owner, and event planner. Or some like to call me the Experience Master. I'm in a band with my amazing husband, and we have a cute little pup, Beastie Boy. We love living life to the fullest. Join me as I share just a little piece of our perfect little life. My husband Greg and I met about 16 years ago. We met when he was in a band. His band was on tour, and I went to see them play when they came through my small town of Toledo, Ohio. And it was love at first sight for him. No, for me too. He tells everybody I was a groupie, but we all know he was my groupie. We actually weren't even old enough to drink. I remember celebrating Valentine's Day, not being married yet, and the fanciest place that we loved was Olive Garden. Shout out to some chicken fettuccine alfredo. So it's just kind of funny to be making his and her cocktails now, but it's also really awesome to know that we've been together so long. We're gonna start with one of my favorite drinks, the Moscow Mule, because ladies first. Now, I'm not gonna get this 100% correct because, like I said, I'm not a history buff, so if you really wanna know, then go check it out on like Google, but from what I understand, the Moscow Mule was created by all these vodka and like alcohol dudes who came to New York. They were all gathering at this really cool hotel, and these ginger beer dudes came in, and like two worlds collided. The ginger beer guys were like, yo, we've got ginger beer. And then the vodka guys were like, we've got vodka. And then like a light bulb went off, and they're like, we should mix vodka and ginger beer and like maybe throw some like ice and like lemons in there. And like they totally talked like this. I just know they did from back in the 40s. And then the rest is history. All of a sudden, like frosty mugs are being brought out, and ice and lemon and vodka and ginger beer, and bam, Moscow Mule. I've got my ice in my shaker. Let's get to it. You can do any kind of ginger beer that you like. I'm gonna do the Trader Joe's Ginger Brew. It's gonna add a nice little fizz and get it a little bubbly and just, you know, just be so tasty. So we're gonna do 4 ounces of the ginger beer. This is actually a little bit bigger than 1 ounce, but we'll just keep that between us. It's like 1.5 ounces, so you do the math, but no one's counting. I guess I'm counting, but yeah. All right, next we are going to add our vodka. As you can see, I like to style my little bar cart area with a mixture of fun bottles, vintage, a little bit modern. This one is actually shameless plug from my shop, The Perfect Little Store. So today I'm gonna be using the vodka out of the booze decanter. And we're just gonna actually do 1.5 ounces of vodka. So we're gonna fill Mr. Fox up once, then fill him half up. Straight up vodka, straight up. And last but not least, we're gonna use our hard work that we've just used with our muscles and squeezed all those dang limes, and we're gonna add this fresh lime juice now, and we're just gonna do 1/2 ounce. And it's gonna be tasty. And I like to add just a smidge more than that because I just love limes. Boom, just like that. All right, now that I've added all my ingredients, I'm going to give it a really nice stir with my fancy spoon. See this? It's really fancy. Most people like to enjoy their Moscow Mules in a copper mug, but I just went with the old school traditional highball glass today. So we're just gonna pour it over fresh ice. Voila. And then I'm gonna, just for fun, add a couple little limes that I cut for garnish. And because it makes me feel fancy. I can just hear those guys in New York City cheering me on, saying, enjoy that drink that we just invented in the 40s. So I'm gonna enjoy my drink now, but I've gotta make my man a drink, so let's do it. I'm gonna make a Manhattan for my man today. He loves Manhattans. This drink was actually originated in the 1860s. Where at? In Manhattan, of course. So they originally used American whiskey, bitters, and vermouth. But during the Prohibition, they had to get Canadian whiskey because they couldn't get American whiskey. But my man, he just likes straight up bourbon, so that's what we're gonna use today is good old bourbon. We're gonna start with 2 ounces of bourbon or whiskey, whatever you choose to use. Now, like I told you before, I love styling my bar cart with special items, and I got this really cool bourbon decanter from one of my girlfriends who has a little vintage shop here in Nashville. And I just love it because A, it looks cool. It says bourbon, hello. That way he can't forget what's in there. But I also was really close to my grandma, and she had a lot of items that looked like this, so to me it's just kind of special because it reminds me of my grandma. Next, we're gonna do just 1 ounce of vermouth. This just sweetens it up just a bit. Now we're gonna give it just a good couple splashes of bitters, and as you can see, we use this bottle a lot. So the Manhattan is actually served in a martini glass, but my man does not like holding a glass and like with his pinky out and like drinking, like, hey guys, I'm drinking out of this cool glass, which I would, but he didn't like that. So I just give it to him in a nice rocks glass. And I'm just gonna strain it into his favorite little glass. Most people like a good old cherry in theirs, but he likes a good old orange slice. So I just kind of tried my best to make it look cool without cutting myself. So it looks really pretty like that. It smells good. And then I actually like to take it to the rim of the glass and just kind of rub it all the way around. That way when he goes to drink it, he gets that nice little whiff of orange. And then I just plop it in there, like so. There you go, Manhattan in a rocks glass. And that's it, we've got his and her drinks. Now I gotta find my man. Oh, there you go. Cheers. Happy Valentine's Day.